So the two guys from La Vagabonde are coming to do some filming on my boat. So I'm very nervous. I think she's coming with the camera. I had the pleasure that Riley from Sailing la Vagabonde joined me for a sail. Together with his girlfriend Elayna, they travel the world and they document their adventures on videos on YouTube. And now they are here in France, preparing their new boat for new adventures.
There we go. Let's try.
I took the chance to ask Riley some questions.
I have here on board on my small trimaran, Riley. How does it feel to sail such a small boat?
Beautiful. It's good I like being able to hear the water just down here. It's good. I mean, it's not blowing 20 knots, so that might be a bit different, but actually probably the first thing I noticed was when the wind picked up just back there when we hit that line, and it just shot off the mark. You know what I mean? As soon as we got that wind, that acceleration. it's very very noticeable on a smaller boat. I like it. It feels good.
Have you ever sailed a small boat before?
Never.
You just started with a big boat, with a yacht.
Like I've been on fishing boats, smaller power boats, but I learned to sail on my Beneteau. It was scary.
You already did some sailing on catamarans. How is it different from sailing a monohull?
From my old boat, it's completely different. It's pretty luxurious. Like, it's a very, very, very nice boat. So for me, it's completely different. I don't need to, there's so much space, so I don't need to get around Elayna in the kitchen. There's enough space for a party. It's awesome. In terms of sailing,
is it still like, can you feel the winds still very good and the boat moving if you drive it by hand?
Yeah, so we've got tillers the same as this, but we've got two. You can feel it, like it's very responsive. In terms of catamaran and monohull, there are more similarities than there are differences for me. So when I went from not knowing anything to going on the monohull, and then I learned a lot, and then going from there to the catamaran, it's a lot easier to learn to go to the catamaran than it is to learn everything from scratch.
In the afternoon we had the chance to go for a test sail with Matthew on a huge OUTREMER catamaran. This is like a house. It's just... For me, it was time to leave this place and start my adventure. It's 7:30 in the morning, drinking coffee. I had to get up that early because I want to sail to Sète today, and the wind is much better in the morning. So That's life. Bye bye to the vagabonds. I wish you nice travels and fair winds. I'm leaving the port in La Grande Motte. There is still a bit of swell from last night, but not a lot of wind, a little breeze. So now we're really sailing. We have 10 knots of wind. I have to run the hydro generator because I'm out of energy. There are still some waves from last night, so it's pretty uncomfortable, but okay for the moment. Now I was on my way. From this adventure I was dreaming for years. I'm sailing on my own boat. Leaving a place behind me and exploring a new destination. We are still in the area of La Grande Motte, but now the wind picked up and we can do almost direct heading to set. We're already running 5.6 knots with a true wind of almost 8 knots. That's good. I'm still trying to make myself a sandwich, because I just drank some coffee and had nothing else, and the sea is very bumpy, so now I should really eat something, otherwise I will get seasick. In the last weeks I always had water in the boat and I never really found out why. First there was a leak in the water tank. It still exists, but it's very small, so that couldn't be a reason, and it is salt water. And I couldn't find out where it comes from, but now I think I found it. It's something very funny. I will show you. For removing some parts I had to remove a screw, and this one was actually going through the hull. I was surprised that such a small hole brings so much water. I sealed this leak with some stay afloat material. The wind picked up. I had to change heading a bit. I have now the wind completely from the front. So I have to tack sometimes to get there. One hull is flying now. It's going well. The only problem is I'm sailing completely away from my goal. I think it will take a bit more time than I thought. I'm zigzagging a lot, so I have to do some cooking. I just had to do a very quick tack because there was a fishing net. It's incredible how many nets there are. Whew. Maybe I can eat now.
De la frontière espagnole à Port-Camargue, et l'été, alors UTC plus 2 heures.
I started to feel like a sailor. I'm not on a lake anymore. I'm on the ocean, and I'm alone. Still beating upwind with 7 to 8 knots of speed, boat speed. I have to continue until I reach the red line, and then hopefully I will tack and go straight in front of the port here. For the last minutes I used the engine. It was a good test for the engine. I had it on full power and the little Honda was working like he should. I arrived in the port of Sète in the afternoon. I just came back from the Capitaneria. They're very nice here. I can leave the boat here. Now I will have a little nap and later I will explore the city. What comes next? The waves are getting very steep and very short. Abort my passage and go to a safe port. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye.